Well, hello and welcome to Lesson 6 in Fundamentals of Music Reading. And make sure now that you have mastered through Lesson 5, keeping up to speed with those metronome markings that I gave you so that you've mastered everything. Before you move on, it's worth taking the time to do that. Well, today we're going to be talking about and working on meters and ties. Meters are a way that we have of putting into music the organization of time and rhythm. And what we have here is I've drawn out my 5-line staff. There's our treble clef. And you'll see these two numbers, 4, 4. That top number is telling us that there are 4 beats to every measure. And that bottom number is telling us that a quarter note, just like a fraction, a quarter note is going to get 1 beat. So here we have a measure, and we have 4 beats in that measure, and each of these quarter notes is getting 1 beat. Now, this can get really confusing as we go on. I don't care if you remember all the mathematics behind it. Just trust me that as you experience it and you go through it, you're going to get it. So let's take a look at this, and here's what I want you to do. I want you to pause this video as often as necessary to take the time to do this well. You're going to draw on a piece of paper just like this 5-line staff with the treble clef, the 4, 4, these notes and these notes with these numbers underneath, exactly as I have them, and when you're done with that, come back to the video. Welcome back, and now you and I are going to say the following together. I want you to repeat everything that I say with your paper in front of me. We have 4 beats to the measure. A quarter note gets 1 beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you'll see these are half notes, and each of these gets 2 beats because 2 quarters equal a half. You're going to go to your keyboard now, bring your keyboard up next to you, and we're going to sing through these. Our first note, and we're going to sing the numbers. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that until you get it. Now we're going to sing on ta ta ta. Ta 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 ta. And now you're going to draw 2 more staves. And again, I don't care how you do these. Now I've got this setting up here, so this is going to look a little shaky. We're not after making these perfect. Keep them neat, yes. But you're going to be making this. Again, we've got 4, 4. And now we're going to draw a whole note. We're going to make our measure. And we're going to draw a half note. Sorry, my penmanship's not good here. And 2 quarters. Now just a word once again on how I teach. Tactile learning is a big deal to me. And I know there's lots of music reading courses where you're going to have all of this already printed out for you, but you lose a lot in your ability to learn. I have those charts later, but right now this is a must for you to learn well, in my very strong opinion. Now we're going to put underneath here 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's a half note, so this half note is going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 under those 2 quarters. Now I want you to repeat after me. 4 beats to the measure. A quarter note gets 1 beat. And now you're going to go to your keyboard. And here we go. Here's our note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to ta. And here we go. Ta, 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 ta. To save time now, I've gone ahead and drawn this third stave, and I want you to write your own exactly like that. And then we're going to do this together. Once again, repeat after me. 4 beats to the measure. A quarter note gets 1 beat. Here's our note. We're going to count, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put this on pause and do that until you get it. And now we're going to do it on ta. Here we go. Ta, 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 ta. So again, I want you to go through these and get them until you've got them perfect. Okay, you've gotten the 4 beats per measure and the quarter note has 1 beat. You've gotten those perfect. And here's a little mess that I've made. Once again, my penmanship with this magic markers and all that great, but you get the idea. 4/4 is not the only meter that we have. We have a lot of them, but I'm just teaching you 3 of the basic ones. 4/4 that we've done. This is 3/4, and this is 2/4. Take a good look at this, pause as you need to, and write these out on another piece of paper, and then come back. Now you've gotten these written down, and we're going to look up here and repeat after me. 3 beats to the measure, a quarter note gets 1 beat. And here we go. Here's our note. We're going to count. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do it on ta. Ta, 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 ta. Now we're going to go down here to the 2/4, and I've done something a little different. Put it in the bass clef. Repeat after me. 2 beats to the measure. A quarter note gets 1 beat. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, now do that one over and over again until you get it. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to sing it on ta. Ta, 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 ta. Now, you girls and ladies that are doing this is going to be way too low. And remember, we're not after making great singers here, alrighty? So you might sound terrible, we don't care. We're just after learning this concept here, getting these notes with this the meter. The next part of our lesson has to do with ties. And ties are a way of doing exactly that. You tie 2 notes together, and it makes a longer sound. So here is an example of a tie. Looks like a smiley face, but it's not. You have 2 quarter notes and this tie, and that makes these sound like a half note. That's why I put that half note up there. What I'd like for you to do is, on your paper, write again the 5-line stave. This one is treble clef, this one's bass clef, and make this one 3/4, this one 4/4, and then come back. And now we're going to have you repeat after me. 3 beats to the measure, a quarter note gets 1 beat. We have a tie between 2 quarter notes. Alright, we're going to now just play this. Here's our note, and we're going to do it on ta. Ta, 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 ta. Notice that? Ta, ta. We did not do ta, ta, ta because this is tied. Ta, ta. Making it sound like that, a half note. Once again, let's do this. Ta, 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 ta. Now let's go down here. Repeat after me. 4 beats to the measure. A quarter note gets 1 beat. And here's our first note. Here we go. Ta, 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 ta. Let's do it again. Ta, 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 ta. Let's look at this last measure. Listen to me first. Ta, ta, ta. notice it is ta-ta-ta and not ta-ta-ta. It is ta-ta-ta. Alrighty? Let's do this last measure together. Ready, go. Ta-ta-ta. Now, what I want you to do is go over all of that until you get it perfect. That last one is kind of a challenge. Here again, ladies, I know it's tough to sing down there, but just get as close as you can. And you'll be singing up what's called an octave. If you don't know what that is, doesn't matter, but you'll be singing it higher. We just care about getting this concept. And then when you have, come back, and I have our major assignment for this week, and if it takes you longer than a week, it doesn't matter. We just do these. Keep it fun and interesting until you get it. Okay, welcome back. You're going to want to go to the Institute website, to your page in the Music Reading Fundamentals, and download the meter and tie test. Now, these tests are not assessments. These tests are something that you do over and over again until you get them. And what we do is we don't worry about really figuring things out, because that all comes experientially. And so you're going to go through this meter and tie test. The first part is treble clef, and then I have that last line in the bass clef. And here's what you're going to do. Print the meter and tie test out. Then I want you to write the numbers of the beats under each of these measures through the whole thing. So you've got 4/4. Do as we did in our other exercises. Go 4 beats to the measure, a quarter note gets 1 beat. Write out those beat numbers. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Write all of those out. Then you're going to go through the whole thing slowly and just ta it, or count it rather. I'm sorry, you're going to count it slowly. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, you're going to do that through the whole thing. Then I want you to take your metronome, set it to 50, and do the whole thing at 50. And do it faster and faster until you are able to do the whole thing. Got a little bit of a problem here. Until you are able to do the whole thing, including the bass clef, at 60. When you have it at 60, come back to this video and we're going to do it together. Now, I know it'd be nice if we had everything printed out for you with all these directions and that kind of thing. But it's a big deal to me that you're listening, writing down directions, just like you're writing down, for tactile learning purposes, those other exercises we did. So, once again, let me review what you're going to do. You're going to print this out. You're going to say out loud, 4 beats to the measure, a quarter note gets 1 beat. And when it changes to 3/4 at the bottom of the page, you'll do the same thing. You're going to write out the beat numbers under all of these. Then you're going to go through and you're going to sing and play the beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Then you're going to set your metronome to 50 and work through the whole thing and slowly speed up to a metronome of 60 and then come back to the video and we'll do it together. Okay, welcome back, and remember, this isn't the type of test where you can fail. You're going to do this until you get it. And for some of you, that's going to be in a couple days, maybe 1 day. Some of you are going to be doing this for a couple of weeks, maybe. Make it enjoyable and fun. 5 to 10 minutes a day, that kind of thing, is all you're going to need. If you have any problems, don't hesitate to call me. There are no stupid questions. Now, I've got my handy-dandy metronome here on my iPhone, and I'm going to turn him on. Oops. I'm going to turn it on here to 60, and you're going to be doing this with me. And the whole point now is that you're going to master this with me until you get it. Here we go. Ta, 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 ta. Ta 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 Now listen, I'm a piano player. You're probably not, or you wouldn't be taking this class, I guess. So you're going to make kind of a mess of that stuff, okay? We're not after perfect pianists here. Once again, we're just after the concept. On my computer software, it's going to be warning us, hey, when you get to the next line, it's going to be in the bass clef and in 3/4. That's kind of nice. That's why it's written that way. We've got a metronome going here. Here's our bass note. And here we go. Ta 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 ta. Well, I hope you had fun. And if you've gotten this far, you're just doing a great job, all right? You're already reading music.